People are in line for the vaccine now. Orange cones dot the parking lot across from the baseball field at 800 Country Club Road.
It's the only way we're going to be able to beat this disease by vaccination. And we need to achieve what's called herd immunity, which is basically getting enough people immune to COVID-19 so that it doesn't spread anymore.
Experts say it could take months to get any sort of herd immunity, with more than 80% of the population vaccinated. Still, Dr. Justin Lundby says vaccinations are the best way to flatten the curve. He says sometimes his patients do have questions.
The biggest question is a couple of things. First, I've asked why is it safe now that it rolled out so quickly?
This partnership with Post University helping meet demand for the vaccine by providing a location that can accommodate this traffic.
Post University is very proud of its community involvement, and the relationship we have with Waterbury Hospital was established because of our president, John Hopkins. He wanted to make a contribution to the community in a very tangible way, and this is an iconic moment to kick off 2021 with the vaccination.
Dr. Lundby says the Pfizer vaccine will be available at the site for people in Group 1A, frontline healthcare and emergency workers, as well as people in the first phase of 1B, people 75 and up. Their goal is to administer 500 doses per day this first week. Vaccines are by appointment only and based on availability. Eligible vaccine recipients can sign up for an appointment through the Waterbury Health vaccine site. We have a link at fox61.com. In Waterbury, Shara Taylor, Fox 61 News.